Hello. Today we're going to read a wonderful story about two of my very favorite friends. Now, it's so good to think about our friends, especially friends like Frog and Toad. This story is called Frog and Toad Are Friends. Now, the first story is called Spring, and it's perfect timing because it's turning into spring just before our very eyes. It's almost like as delicious as the Narnia winter when Aslan comes and turns all of the White Witch's power into spring, and the birds start singing and the rivers start running, and oh, it's so delightful to hear the magic of spring, isn't it? Well, this story is a story about two friends, and this one is called, like I said, Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. "Toad! Toad!" shouted Frog. "Wake up! It's spring!" "Blah!" said the voice from inside the house. "Toad! Toad!" cried Frog. "The sun is shining, Toad. The snow is melting. Wake up!" "I'm not here," said the voice. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All of the shutters were closed. "Toad, where are you?" called Frog. "Go away," said the voice. From a corner in the room, Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked into the bright sun. "Help," said Toad. "I cannot see anything." "Don't be silly," said Frog. "What you see is the clear, warm light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it," said Frog. "We'll skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars." "You can count them," cried Frog. Frog, said Toad. "I shall be too tired. I'm going back to bed." Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again. "But Toad," cried Frog, "you will miss all the fun." "Listen, Frog," said Toad. "How long have I been asleep?" "Oh, you have been asleep since November," said Frog. "Well then, a little more sleep won't hurt me. Come back again and wake me up about May. Good night, Frog." Oh, someone's a tad grumpy, aren't they? "But Toad," said Frog, "it will be lonely until then." Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page, and then the January page, and the February page, and the March page. He came to the April page, and Frog tore off the April page too. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. "Toad, Toad, wake up! It's May now." "What? Can it be May so soon?" "Yes," said Frog. "Look at your calendar." Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Oh, clever. "Why, it is May," said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and the frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring. And that is the story of spring. Now, that was a lovely story. I'll be sure to tell you another very soon.